As one of the top 5% most deprived areas in the UK, Sheerness should be a major priority for regeneration. By building a new skate park as a feature attraction, it could be used by youths in the area who wish to take part in street sports, including skateboarding, scooting and BMX riding. The skate park will also be used to create a focal point in the community where young people can mix together regardless of their ethnic background, helping to resolve some of the barriers that currently exist in Sheerness. The project initially began back in 2008, led by the young people of the community under the guidance of Mr. Ray Featherstone of Sheerness County Youth Club.
Well, I got a phone call from ITV Fixers asking me if there's any projects on the island which young people wanted to highlight, and I had a number of ideas, but this one really come to light because a lot of young people were saying that they were having problems with the skate park, which was now getting very old and tatty. So I put that proposal forward, went straight back to the young people, told them what I'd done, and they were delighted and said, yeah, let's go for it. We had Andrew Bowles, who's the leader of the S.E.A.L Borough Council, and John Morris, who came along. They were very enthusiastic, and we really thought we had a go here with this particular production. Unfortunately, I could not take on the project myself, so I asked the council would they project manage it, and they agreed to do that when they had staff available. They didn't have staff available. It went on for many years. Many people took up the idea of the project. Finally, S.E.A.L came along, and that was our very best hope because S.E.A.L was a registered charity. They'd already got a track record on the island, and I knew that was the only way forward, and I'm delighted they've actually taken it on. When I went back to Ray Allen, who was the lead person really for the young people, they totally took on the project, got involved, helped with the planning and what have you in the early stages. We knew it had to take it forward in a different version once we got it all set up, and the young people were really enthusiastic. Problem we had, as I said before, was the fact that we could not find anyone in the council that was prepared to project manage it. You realise that these young people had all the enthusiasm, but they weren't a registered charity, they weren't a committee. I had a youth centre to run and I couldn't project manage it.
For over 2 years, Sheerness Enhancement Association for Leisure, known as S.E.A.L, have been working painstakingly with the local young people and users of the current skate park to deliver a new modern skate park of polished concrete construction.
Going back to 2008, actually, the idea came to mind, and I wanted to set a group up locally of business people and local community members, people that, you know, very keen to improve the area. I've felt for quite some time that we've lost a lot of leisure facilities and amenities in Sheerness. Sheerness is a seaside town, and I think it's really important to try and provide projects and things that people locally can do and take part in. I think it's important for a town you know, like Sheerness to have these sort of facilities. Well, our first project we done was the Christmas lights in 2011. We was approached by S.E.A.L Borough Council to ask if we could do something, you know, with regard to the festive season with lights, and we put a festive display around the clock tower and the crescent, and that's been carried on now for the last few years. We've also done the painting of the clock tower for the Queen's Jubilee a couple of years ago. At the present, we're working on trying to deliver a new skate park in the Beachfields area. And also we're setting up now, we're ready to put on an open air film festival. That's going to start in May. Got our first film booked, and I'm hoping that's going to be successful.
S.E.A.L are also looking to introduce crazy golf and a bandstand to the area, providing leisure activities for all ages. Providing a positive space for young people has been proven to be a constructive way to produce a happier and more vibrant community. Compared to other local sports, skateboarding and BMXing are underserved in the area. And with national health issues looming for today's youth, it is time to offer a greater number of healthy athletic choices.
It's important to have a new skate park because of what we've got now is outdated. It's not really fair on the younger generation that are coming through, where all other areas have a really good skate park and we have this. We're stuck on an island, and for some little kids that come down here, they can't get a train off the island to go somewhere else, to go to a new skate park. They can't further their abilities for the sport they love. If you don't play football and you don't do something like cricket on the island, you haven't really got much else to do. So if you do extreme sports, the skate park will give them a place to go, keep them active, keep them healthy, just gives a good vibe rather than a bad vibe, because if you ain't got nothing to do, then you're more likely to do bad things. We've done like countless meetings, we've done designs, prepared to do quite a lot for it because this is what we want.
Been trying to sort something out for a couple of years, and even the generation before us, they've been doing it for a long time. So anything we'd be prepared for, I guess.
It kind of is like our own anyway. Like what we've got now, we look after it as much as we can. If there's glass, we sweep it up, stuff like that, so we don't get punches, don't fall on glass. If we see someone wrecking something, we try and stop them. We try and help out as much as we can. When the lights are broke, we go to the council and tell them to fix it, stuff like that. We treat it like it's our back garden, basically.
It's really good. I think it's amazing. There's not many places to skate around here, and the roads are terrible. And if you're skating around roads, then you're more likely to be hit by a car, and that's not good. And it'll bring a lot of people together as well. Like, not many people hang around about here anymore, and the ramp's falling apart.
Well, this one's good because it's quite near to home, and you can come around and not get in trouble, and it's a lot of fun.
Well, yeah, it'll be good to get like a bigger skate park, because I usually go over the park and play football, and I usually get really bored, so it'd be something else to do.
I think it's good, but I think that's the only main thing. But the hills are just made out of mud, and it's not very good because they're hard.
S.E.A.L have now shortlisted down to the final 2 companies that will be constructing the new park, with ongoing efforts being made to raise the funds. Currently, the application for larger funding bodies is taking place. Funding has been secured to hold a skate jam event at the park later this year, which will host competitions with prizes and include temporary ramps to use. Some pro riders and skaters will be there to show and teach different tricks and skills to the young people. The Isle of Sheppey is an area of deprivation where there is very little in terms of sports or leisure activities that residents can access free of charge. So local facilities like this are a key need. There are also high levels of antisocial behaviour within Sheerness. Local youths believe this is created by boredom and a lack of quality activities and opportunities that they are able to pursue. The park has been beyond repair for a number of years now, and it is vital that a new facility is constructed that would be significantly quieter and low maintenance.